I mean, exactly. The question is whether the project is complete. Most projects can be completed. The question. Welcome back to Real Talk Real Estate. My name is Scott Werner. To my left, this handsome devil is
Don Juan.
Don Juan Johnson.
Today we're going to talk about something that affects a lot of buyers, especially as inventory gets tight.
Renovations.
And more specifically, the gap between your HGTV, let me ask Chat, Claude, whoever, what this should look like versus the actual reality and cost.
Yeah, because sometimes along the way, people start believing that every house has the potential in a few weekends worth of work. It's there.
Right. You're telling me I don't have to go to med school and I can be a surgeon on something?
Yeah.
You know, I can doctor something up.
Yes.
Get it right. I mean, that's exciting because then, I mean, everybody loves a good before and after, especially if you can glow up.
I mean, that's what they see. 6 weeks in the middle of nowhere, returning phone calls, and the schedule changes and everything. And boom, guess what? I'm living in a perfect house.
And here's the thing, renovations can make the utmost sense and can create value.
But a lot of buyers fall in love with the finished version of what they thought that they were going to get.
And when you fall in love with an idea, it's abstract. And once you start doing those renovations, you concretely start running into some things that could wear you out.
I mean, that's the thing. Honestly, that's the bad thing. Vision is important. Some great opportunities come from seeing the possibilities of what other buyers have done, but are overlooked. But guess what? It's not always like that.
And here's the thing, man, what the Bible say, where there's no vision, the people perish. So if you have a vision for a home, you know, especially if it's with your, not just in renovation, but you're seeing Christmases there and all that stuff, that's a great thing. We're not knocking the vision. Mm-mm. What we're knocking is the vision can be white collar, but the work is blue.
I mean, the issue is treating practical like it's already finished. I think that's the issue that you're talking about, is treating something like, hey, it's already done in my mind. Where's the work? Where's the sweat equity?
And here's the thing. If you scroll your little TikTok, you're probably going to see some stuff about how to manifest your dream home, your dream girl. And when you start getting caught up in the future, it's a good thing to have an identity shift to see yourself being that person. But if you get so caught up in it, you can get lost in your own sauce.
I mean, look, they're like, I've already changed the floors. I've already remodeled the kitchen. I've painted every single room. Have you started on the 2 walls yet? Have you started? Like, you're envisioning something because HGTV says, hey, it looks good.
And here's the thing. Once that starts happening, the current condition of the home goes away. And you can easily get in over your head because this is how it exactly needs to be. We talked about how on the last episode that even if you are building your own home, there's still going to be certain things that you'll eventually be like, man, that was dumb of me.
These people out here think they're like Chip and Joanna Gaines. I mean, they're like, ooh, look at the shiplap on the wall. Brother, there's nothing on the wall, and that's the problem that you get. Your vision beats the actuality of what's there, and the actuality, you're going to get yourself in trouble. Let me say, I'm sorry, you could get yourself in trouble.
And here's the thing, experience can be a huge thing. A lot of buyers have never done a major renovation. I've seen buyers with DSOD or D.R. Horton come onto the process early enough to where they can kind of pick out cabinetry or gas or electric stove, but there's a seasoned vet that can pretty much go on a spot and say, this is too much for me to handle, but sometimes some people don't care about budget.
hmm The reality is that it comes. It gets invited to the table whether you want it or not. And sometimes it's carrying a heavy estimate.
And the estimate is where the rubber meets the road. It's where draws start having to get paid out if you have a construction loan.
hmm
It's trusting said contractor that they're not going to delay work because they're probably going to charge you not only hourly, but per job. So
Yeah, that that
it's all
changes.
baked in. Let's
Yeah,
say that.
that changes everything. I mean, truthfully, it does. I have a couple that's working, that's wanting to do a house right now, but they're like, hey, they used to be able to do this, but now they're in their 70s. And like, now they're like,
Dang.
hey, we're going to pay somebody to do this, but we know that we're going to be paying the premium. Does this house have the sweat equity in it?
And when you don't have that sweat equity in it, you got to pay to play, and how your people, their routine changed. They used to be a little bit younger, more fit, more active. Now it's not as much of a benefit to them to get out there because they want to be able to enjoy it.
Yeah. And they're from Texas. So they're like, well, are we going to be able to be here every day to watch the contractor?
Can you tell they're from Texas?
Yeah. You want to know why? Because they're worried about a little crack in the concrete and the back patio. I'm like, guys, is that something big in Texas? They're like, that's huge. I'm like, this is Louisiana.
They're from Texas. Scott can tell by the way. They're looking at the
no.
concrete on the roof.
Stop. People discover later that renovations affect everything, including the project as well.
Right here.
Your routine changes.
Oh. And the project too. Your routine changes. You think it's going to be snip snap, and it's rarely that. And a lot of the times there's change orders. There's you run into people. I can't tell you how many times somebody's nicked the water line, like installing cabinets or something. So I would heavily recommend the slush budget. That's something that people don't think about. What a slush budget is it's slush. It's extra. I usually say it needs to be about 10K, but depending on, that's based on what the project's worth and what you're dealing with. Sometimes if you're in Gray Hood, Scott's neck of the woods, you may need to budget a little bit more slush, you know?
I make sure that the slush is there.
I don't know how to take that.
I don't think that you should.
But I don't think we should cut it either.
Look, not only does your routine change, your schedule change, your stress levels change. Everything changes when you're living in a renovation.
Hey, man, you know, one of my favorite quotes is the punch list.
Yeah.
It takes the final 10% takes 90% of the time.
I mean, exactly. The question is whether the project is complete. Most projects can be completed. The question is, are you prepared for what it's going to actually look like once you do complete it?
Yes, because even a clean project, you run into things. So you have to be prepped and ready that if y'all were trying to move in before December 25th, depending on where it's at, you may need to look into that Airbnb another week, you know?
And look, everybody knows that cabinets cost money. People get shocked when cabinets arrive a month later and you're sipping your coffee on a folding table instead of the custom cabinetry that you ordered.
And that's the part that HGTV doesn't spend a lot of time discussing. It's if we had a live stream of that whole process, it would be way different. And honestly, golly, why don't they stream?
I mean, they would have to stream it in like 10 times and to make it in the 30-minute channel.
And could you imagine Sean Murray editing me? Bleep, bleep, bleep. He's going to be like, we're going to use captions, but even the captions are bleeped.
I mean, somehow, some way, every episode goes from demolition to happiness.
Whole bunch of cuts.
And that's the problem.
Because somebody got to pay for that. And it's not just paying money, you're paying time, probably paying somebody else. And when this is your biggest investment, it's like a baby to you. So once you get it over your head.
You know, it's dangerous because construction doesn't always respect best case scenarios.
And man, we could call, I bet multiple contractors that do big commercial and residential work, and they would laugh at you if you'd be like, hey, when's the last time you've had just a smooth operation? Like, they will literally laugh and be like, dude, I hit my insurance, what you call it?
Premium?
I hit my insurance deductible this month already. What are you talking about?
Yeah, and wait, we're just talking how about talking about older houses?
Dude, that's a great point. And especially earlier with people falling in love with the idea of the house, people don't realize sometimes with these older homes that you start peeling back one layer and you got to open up the whole can. Sometimes the historic districts are very strict on renovations to where you got to tell them what color you're thinking about.
Yes.
So there's a lot that goes into renovations besides the before and after Facebook posts and you trying to keep up with the Joneses.
I mean, that's the thing. New information has incredible ability to cost money. It's like picking up a rock and expecting to find the foundation, but you find rubble underneath it. Oh God, guess what? Now I had to fix that.
And I will say this one thing about renovations. There are some loans that you can get that the bank will give you the renovation. You can basically finance a renovation budget. And they do an appraisal, and they do two of them. One's for the appraisal for the value of the home now. The other appraisal is going to be on pretty much projected value. And then they're able to loan you money off of that. So, man, projections are good. Possibilities are good. The future is hopefully bright, Lord willing. But you got to be able to understand that it's a full process. And if you expect sunshine and rainbows, just have your umbrella in your backpack.
I mean, once again, the older homes, it's like a family history project. Like I said, you dig up and this one thing and expect to find happiness and joy and everything. Nah, it's crumbled and it's going to cost you invoices. That's what you're going to see in that. Optimism is useful, but optimism is not a budget strategy. It's just not going to be the way that it happens. It's not going to be the way that cookie crumbles.
Yeah, man. Potential and completeness are two different things.
Yeah. Hit us up. Hit us home.
Guys, hope you enjoyed that. I hope you weren't too discouraged about the renovation process. Just eyes are open to the possibilities and dotting your